And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 625. Today is Friday, December 18th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish Eastern, a very 10-ish day. But I have some great news stories for you, starting with the top story. Bitcoin price must hit $1 million for one Satoshi to reach parity with 1 cent. Twitter loses its mind over rapper's $1 million Bitcoin giveaway worth $11 each. U.S. Treasury to hire crypto policy officers to combat industry crimes. And last but not least, Messari values Coinbase at $28 billion following IPO filing. But first, let's get into some of the market updates for today. We have seen the price of Bitcoin, of course, explode upwards. However, we do need to remember that we will have pullbacks. So let's go ahead and get this pulled up here. So let's take a look at the prices. All red for the most part, but Bitcoin is at 22,450, down 3%. Ethereum at $636, down 4%. Ripple at 56 cents, one of the biggest losers today at minus 6.7%. Stellar at 17 cents is down 7% as well. Chainlink at $13.33 is down 4%. Litecoin, one of the only green coins today, is at $104, up 0.4%. And last but not least, EOS at $3 is down 5%. So, of course, most people were expecting a small pullback. I don't think it will last very long, but we will see Christmas next week. So you may see a good little sell-off at some point. But let's get into some of the comments we have here. Hey, everybody coming in. CryptoQ, how you doing? The 5, glad you're speaking on this. Oh yeah, been around. We're on episode 625, so we've been talking about it for a long time. Marcellus Love, good morning. Too Rich to Miss, Tessa Hall, what's going on, everyone? Hugging the blockchain. Long time no see. How you doing? Ryan Jeffrey, Crypto Culture, what's up, Kenzie? What's going on, everybody? D. Chiron, who else? Dev Soul, what's good, folks? Yep. So glad we got everybody in here. Make sure you smash that like and share button. Again, we are trying some new formats, trying a few new things for the show for the new year. So, yeah, definitely make sure you spread the word. We'll have some great updates as well. So let's go ahead and share the screen. Get into our first story of the day. Messari values Coinbase at $28 billion with a B following the IPO filing. This potential listing could provide a valuation anchor not only for future crypto IPOs, but also for crypto native exchange tokens. So if you watch the Gentlemen of Crypto since at least 2018, we've been predicting this for at least 2 years now. All the moves they made were IPO type moves. They hired people from the banking industry, from the financial sector, people that were in regulations. They just seemed like they were a corporation going for IPO. So it seems as though they filed a draft registration for a public offering with the US SEC. And Messari has actually said the company will be worth $28 billion. One thing I do know is sometimes when companies IPO, that's the chance for investors to quote unquote cash out. So you do see an initial rise on the exchange and then a huge dip where they dump on a lot of people. But long term, if people are going to use Coinbase, they're going to be valuable. So they're one of the biggest exchanges worldwide, trading volumes of over $1 billion. We all know what Coinbase is. I would not suggest using it, but a lot of people already have used it or use it currently. Move your coins off if you can, but at the same time, you want to make sure take advantage of the exchanges. Don't let the exchanges take advantage of you. You can invest in Coinbase as a company. If you don't necessarily like them, doesn't matter. I do business with people I don't like all the time. You can still make money off of it if you want to. For some people, it's more of a moral thing. It's like, I don't want to deal with them, so it's all right. But $28 billion valuation is not anything to sneeze at. So shout out to them for that. As a business, they do what they have to do. So for the most part, not really mad at this, but let's see if we got some more comments. Let's see. Too Rich to Miss was good. Milto, hey, going with Professor Zay. Yeah, one day soon. Let's see. Harold George, what's going on? Adrian Ford, Too Rich to Miss. Those of us paying attention saw this coming a mile away. Exactly. To me, if you watch any type of financial news or if you watch the financial market and you do crypto, you could have seen this coming a mile away. The thing with Coinbase IPOing too is some people think an IPO is like, oh yeah, they're doing great, so they should IPO. Sometimes IPO is a bailout. It's sort of like, all right, well, We might take a hit because PayPal now has custodial. You have banks that are probably going to start taking custodial, and they may provide a better service or easier service than Coinbase has in the past. So they may be getting out while the getting's good, especially putting this news out right when we hit an all-time high. So this may be the best chance for them to make it. So let's get into our second news story for the day. Let's jump back over here. And we want to talk a little bit about price. We have discussed price a bit before. However, one thing I do want to point out in this story is that for Bitcoin price to be one Satoshi parity with 1 cent has to hit 1 million. And this was a study done on Cointelegraph. Actually says here, of course, we know Satoshis are the smallest original subunit of Bitcoin. Some debate bits, Satoshis, who knows, divisible up to 8 decimal places. At the current prices, this makes a single Satoshi worth around 2 cents, and $1 is worth 43 sats. Now, the reason I bring this up is because as we go into what's called uncharted territories, a lot of people may be, at a certain point where they're like, Bitcoin's too expensive, there's not enough supply. What's going to happen? You need to start introducing people to Satoshis. Some people have been in this market 3-4 years. They can at least do the math part of it, where Satoshis is about to be the standard simply because it'll be so hard to get one whole Bitcoin. So we need to start thinking of it in terms of Satoshis. And if we think of how much money supply Bitcoin would need, how much market cap, Bitcoin would need to be around 1 million to hit that. In order for it to be $1 to 1 sat, it'll be about 100K. So just thinking about that in those lines, and when you're explaining it to people or people are asking, we need to start a Satoshi standard. So I wanted to make sure I threw that in there as well. So let's jump into some of the comments, see what we got. And it's not coming up for me right now, but let's see. PFC Wells, hola to the room. What's up? Adrian Ford, yo, what's going on? Absolutely. So another thing I want to bring up as far as the price, when people talk about what could happen with the price, a lot of times they make it way more complicated than it has to be. I want to encourage everybody, set it and forget it, buy it and leave it. I mean, it's so simple. It's complicated for some people, but as we go, like I said, to uncharted territories, you probably get family calling you. You probably get cousins you don't talk to regularly coming out the blue, like, hey, what's this Bitcoin thing? Start introducing them to Satoshis as well, so they can see that, hey, for $230 right now, you can actually buy 1 million Satoshis, which again, in terms of dollars, if 1 million Satoshis is $1 million one day, which could very well happen, the market cap seems like it. That's a great way to explain it. So just wanted to make sure we have some clarity there on that subject. So let's jump into our next story of the day. U.S. Treasury to hire crypto policy officers to combat industry crimes. Wow. So FinCEN posted vacancies for 2 high-profile crypto positions in a bid to get expert professional advice. We've seen the U.S. Treasury Department looking for expert advice in the crypto industry because we know they're behind on most of the technological advancements. Think about what happened with airdrops. Think about what happened with chain splits. They really didn't have a way to actually regulate it. So they're looking for people who are qualified. There's 2 full-time and permanent positions. So if anybody here wants to be the feds, go ahead. Nothing against it. Make your money, but you will see that if they go into digital identity, regulatory, and financial technology, like it states here, you will be basically tracking people who use crypto, because they have to try and get a hold on what they believe, I guess, is extremely complex and sensitive industry. So as reported in early December, the rumored blockade envisions rules to ban or severely restrict self-hosted cryptocurrency wallets. That's been a lot of hot talk over the last couple of weeks about people having self-hosted wallets. If you have hundreds of wallets, how do you register all of them? How does somebody know? That is, as they say here, ambiguous categorization of self-custody private key. Yes, it's kind of all over the place, so I don't really get that one. But yeah, of course, self-hosted crypto wallets are all the talk, but at some point they'll figure out that doesn't really work. So let's jump into some more comments. Who we got in on the show? PFC Wells, I wonder if that's in the Plum book. Oh yeah, for the not sure. I have checked it out as far as jobs on there, but I don't know if that FinCEN job was. Milto, Fox Business News running pro crypto commercials. Pretty hard hitting ads too. Bitcoin actually has stored value. It's amazing, the 180 that's happened. Like I said, shout out to all the warriors who have been here since 2017, 2018, since last year. You've seen the progression of the market go from Bitcoin's terrible, we hate it, and all the way to now they have pro crypto commercials on Fox Business News. Citi is writing, and other financial institutions are saying Bitcoin could be 400,000. It's very weird to see it when it happens, but we all knew this was coming, right? If you can't beat them, join them, and then they're going to figure out ways to make money off of you. So position yourself to let them give you free money. Let's see, Erica K. Good morning, Zay. How do I get the book free with the subscription? Let's jump into that so I can show you. Let me go to the website here. I actually show you all live. What you're asking about, I believe, is the eToro partnership with the Bitcoin in Black America second edition. That partnership was just announced yesterday. Glad to be partners with eToro. The promotion is if you put $100 on eToro for new users, you get a free book. So you have the opportunity to trade crypto with eToro and receive a free book. It's a win-win for everybody. That promotion is on the website, and I'll share it here so that you can see. Right here, if you go to the website, bitcoininblackamerica.com, if you go to the eToro link, you can actually go to join eToro now, which is my affiliate link that you can go to. And once you get there, you'll be able to view a eToro account or start an eToro account, put in $100, again, purchase 100 crypto, and get the book for free. So US residents only. So if you're outside the US, unfortunately, can't do it. But yes, that is how you would get the book for free, Eric. Okay, let's see, crypto and culture. Bruh smashing last night and drop gold ad came on the background. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of ads now are starting to come out as like, yeah, what's gold? Who uses that? They're trying to be hip with the cool kids. You know how that goes. Everything that's popular always, all of a sudden, it comes out of the blue. And one thing, talking about being popular is, let's get into this story here. Speaking of being popular, Twitter loses its mind over rapper's $1 million Bitcoin giveaway. The popular rapper Megan Thee Stallion. If you know Meg Thee Stallion, she got the song that is very annoying probably for boyfriends and husbands everywhere. If your wife listens to her, that body, yada, yada, yada. Oh my God, that song, turned it off. But she's a great artist. Megan Thee Stallion is amazing. But she teamed up with Square's Cash App to launch a $1 million Bitcoin giveaway. And I believe we predicted this too. I got to find that video where people were saying, what would it take for adoption to happen? And a lot of times it takes popular people saying, hey, here's a giveaway. I am on the side of Bitcoin. Megan Thee Stallion is as popular as it gets. And I think we predicted that would happen in the next bull run. And boom, here we are. Square's Cash App, it presented it. If you signed up for it, you actually received about $11 worth of Bitcoin. The statistics that came out says it received more than 60,000 likes, 8,800 retweets at the time of the writing, and she had a hashtag called Bitcoin Meg. I mean, if you want to talk about pop culture, Bitcoin is basically busting through pop culture, no matter what pushback it has, because now people are like, oh yeah, it's inevitable. Bitcoin, of course, Bitcoin's going to go up. It's inevitable. So, very big turn of events. I mean, you all just got to bear with me. I mean, I've been here since people would literally laugh in your face if you said the word Bitcoin, and now people are begging for it. So the times have changed, man. It appears that Meg's followers are not aware of the value of Bitcoin individual users receive, with replies of her post containing ultrasound images of unborn babies, links to college application forms, hard luck stories. So basically people are like, please give me, please give me the money, because they mostly just exchanged it. But hopefully somebody got to them and told them about holding. I would love to talk to Megan Thee Stallion, a Bitcoin forum with Bitcoin Meg and Jack Dorsey. That would be tight. But again, pop culture, Bitcoin is happening, and we knew it would happen. It's just, man, it's amazing to see it happen. Let's see who we got. Too Rich to Miss. I got that 1152. Oh yeah, shout out to that. I know a lot of people who got that Cash App payment were excited. It's free money, and on top of that, the promotion. Like I said, the kids who use Cash App, a lot of the teenagers and 20-somethings and 30-somethings that listen to Megan Thee Stallion, they're all on the Bitcoin boat. So that's why when we talk about gold in 10 years, that would kind of be a gone conversation. Let's see. Too Rich to Miss. Oh, speaking as a girl dad, she's terrible. Speaking as a heterosexual male, she's lit. my thoughts exactly. I'm glad my daughter's super young, so she doesn't listen to it. But Harold George, that song makes me hate TikTok. Cool move though, as long as it helps with adoption. Exactly, like I said. Popular rappers are going to start coming out the woodworks talking about Bitcoin. Been approached about making a Bitcoin song by a few people. I'm sure if you've heard Method Man, he had a crypto song. Method Man has a crypto rap. There's a few other people. Soulja Boy has a Bitcoin song. Larry June talks about Bitcoin in his music. So once it gets into pop culture, it becomes something that everybody accepts. Who knows how far this wave can go. Let's see. Crypto culture always going to get worse. I mean, I don't want to say that it's a local top, but as soon as you see, your favorite rapper talking about Bitcoin, oh, I just bought Bitcoin and made all this money, on a interview or whatnot, that's when you'll start to be like, all right, it's too good to be true. PFC Wells, that's a growth hack for that partnership. Let's see where she at come 2022 or 2025. The real question is, who is a business advisor? Most of the artists don't know the details. They just hear the deal. Exactly. Let's say, hey, we'll give you $1 million to do this $1 million giveaway. And they're like, all right, well, give me the money. I don't even care what Bitcoin is. Y'all handle that. That's for Square. So like 50 Cent, he sold his album for Bitcoins. He didn't really know what they were. And he looked back later and he had millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. So they have financial advisors. They may not understand it. That's why I would love to speak to some of these people. It would be great. Let's see. PFC Wells, the meth thing is Ghostface Company. Okay. Yep. So a few more. Oh, thank you. The Logic Sphere just got that donation, $20. I remember Floyd Mayweather, T.I., and 50 Cent from the last bull run. Lawsuits happened. Exactly. Cobbin Hood with Jamie Foxx, DJ Khaled, T.I., Floyd. They were just taking deals and they didn't realize they were promoting securities. And the SEC came down. They had to pay out, whatever from whatever they earned, and it went nowhere. So they basically, it left a sour taste in some people's mouths getting into the crypto world because they were like, well, if this is what crypto is, then I don't want to be a part of it. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with it. These are just projects that made up. Way less ICOs this time around. I think that's why Bitcoin pushes more, because during the ICO run, everybody thought they could just enter a pre-sale, get rich in 3 months, which some people did, but most people got slapped. Let's see, Adrian Ford, Z Money, and Money Man rap about, Money Man as well, raps about Bitcoin. So yeah, it's entering pop culture. It's great to see from artists. I believe Madonna's talked about it. Katy Perry had like a deal to earn Monero for her album. Like it's a lot of pop culture stuff going on. So again, only announcement for me, the eToro partnership is live. Glad to be partnered with eToro for Bitcoin in Black America 2nd edition. If you purchase the book, they'll be shipping out all next week. Hopefully before Christmas for most. If not, they'll still be before the webinars. And everybody will have access to a digital copy soon. And the audiobook will be out in January. So again, $100 on eToro, trade crypto. I mean, this is a perfect time. You can almost close your eyes and pick a coin and make money. But also too, you get the free book as well. So glad to partner with them. More partnerships in the future. And the book will be out next week. So thank you all for watching today. Hope you all had a great and fruitful week. Congrats everybody on the all-time high. Let me read a couple last comments before we get out here. Let's see. Milton. Oh, Mark Cooper, Big Sean as well. Yep, he said that. Crypto Q, Sauce Walk about a Johnny Dang wallet chain with XRP gains. The video was ridiculous. Yeah, some people got rippled when it was like 1 cent. Sat on it and made a bunch of money. Milto, you have been predicting this recent recognition for a long time. Yeah, I mean, predictions are great, but I hate to say I told you so to some people. I'd rather you actually do it. But yes, that's all for me today. Hope you all had a great week, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.